Hey, this is Rich over at TVP Live with another quick tips brought to you by Adobe Photoshop Elements Tutorials Group, and let's jump right into this posters. Alright, so this poster is trying to use the tools to get rid of the numbers here. So the problem we have is, obviously I don't have the full photo, but also the photo is very deteriorated. If you look up close and see all the edges, I don't know if that was like a camera effect to make it look like a drawing or something. But anyway, we'll just work with what we got. There's so much detail to work with that one might think that it's very difficult to copy the rest of the shirt to get rid of the numbers. But if you think about it's just a bunch of different colors, all you got to do is take a piece of the photo here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the lasso tool, grab a piece of this that's actually pretty good still, right around here like that. I'm going to right click and hit copy. Let's get rid of the photo in the background and just work with this one little piece here. Now what we want to do is let's grab an eraser. Let's make this a little bit bigger right around here, and I'll just erase everything. It's not going to leave enough or very much to work with, but I think there should be just about enough to get this job done. And I'm going to erase everything else and try to get a nice kind of oval or square. It doesn't matter as long as it's something you can work with. Alright, so we got that going. Now we got a nice chunk there to work with. Let's turn the photo back on, and I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. And now that we got this to work with, I'm going to recreate this. I'll hit the Alt and make a copy. Go. Let's do that again. Alt copy. And bring that up. Alt copy. Bring it up. Alt copy. Bring it up. And keep on doing that. Now that I got all these put together, I'm just going to grab all these layers over here from the top to the bottom, leaving the original, and I'll right click. I'll select merge layers. That turned that whole big piece into one big layer that you really can't tell what it is. Now, to be able to cut it out, I'm going to take the opacity and bring it way down. Right around here, that looks good. And I'm going to zoom in with a small eraser, let's say, I don't know, like a 10 point or so, and now we carefully cut out to what we want to keep from the original. Once we have it all cut out, all we got to do is take our opacity back up to 100%. Let's get rid of the picture below it, and we're going to cut this form out with the polygon tool and the polygon lasso. I'm going to zoom in a little closer and carefully cut out in between our new erased line, the original, and the leftover stuff on the outside that we want to get rid of. Once we get to the end here, I'm going to double click, and I'm going to hit right click and hit select inverse, and that will get rid of everything else but what we made a circle around. Let's turn the picture back on. Now let's go ahead and get rid of the top that we don't need. I'm going to hit choose a rectangle marquee, bring this down to match the original photo, hit delete, and there we go with that part. Now we got the new piece on top of the original. Now we want to kind of fade it out a little bit to look a little bit like what's below. So I'm going to take what's below, I'm going to take the smudge brush, and I'm going to smudge all the brighter colors out, because I still actually want to keep some of the original. But let's get rid of all the stuff that we don't want. Once we got that kind of where we want it, I'm going to grab the square marquee again and get rid of all the unwanted excess up here at the top. Hit delete. Let's turn on our copy again, and there it is. I'm going to grab the opacity and bring it back down a little bit so you can actually see some of the original. Look what happens. It magically brings the original wrinkles back. You see that? If I go too far, it'll look like that. So let's bring it back, and all those little zigzags come back. And you can choose wherever the heck you want it. I'm actually going to go right here at about 60%. Right there. I'm going to zoom out and look at that. Watch as I toggle this on and off. On and off. Looking pretty good, huh? Well, there you go. There you have it. That's how to do this. This is Rich calling it quits for this tutorial. Saying over and out.